I don't know what it is. I guess I have a love-hate relationship with this movie. Let me tell you about it.
It's Drewski McGillicuddy's Friday the 13th, 2009 movie review.
Hey everybody, it's Drewski McGillicuddy, and guess what? We're pretty much done. We're done. Maybe I'll watch Never Hike Alone, maybe I won't, I don't know. But yeah, I watched Friday the 13th from 2009. Now, let me give you some backstory with this movie because as you know, I'm an avid lover of the Friday the 13th franchise. I was very excited when I heard that they were making this, even though I'm kind of iffy with Platinum Dunes. But anyway, I went to the theater to see this because I was so excited. Just the images from the website when this first was coming out were amazing. Like the still of him standing there on the shore while the girls watching from the lake. Loved it. So I was like, oh, hell yeah. This is going to be a badass movie. And the first time I saw it, I was like, hell yeah. The badass movie. And then it came out on home video. And I watched it. And I was like, what the fuck? I hate this. I hate it. And then I watched it again a couple years later and was like, you know what? This ain't that bad. And then a couple years later, I watched it again. And I hated it. And now I watched it again, and you know what? It's not that bad. Now, granted, this is how I wish shit would have went down, because it pisses me off that they give like 30 seconds to Mrs. Voorhees in the beginning opening credit bullshit. It's fucking stupid, okay? What they should have done was spent the amount of time they spent on the first cast of characters after the opening credit. They would have spent that amount of time. That's all it would have taken to like gloss over like Pamela Voorhees' part, and then have the rest of the movie contain these characters. I don't care. Maybe it would have lowered the body count a little bit, but I like these characters. I would have rather got to know these characters a little better, or maybe, start out at the beginning of their day. Maybe there's more people with them. I don't know. But for whatever reason, and don't get mad, I can't stand Jared Padalecki, whatever the fuck his name is. That's why I haven't watched Supernatural. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because I'm jealous of his hair. Because, look at this. Is it that bad? I don't know. I just put this hat on. Anyway, I don't know. But there's something about him. I wish they would have cast somebody else. The same goes for the girl that plays Trent's girlfriend. I don't like her either, and I don't know why. So don't ask. Don't be down and sure, she's cute. And I'm sick and tired of these polished-looking fucking Abercrombie and Fitch test tube babies. They were in the Friday the 13th remake. They were in the Nightmare on Elm Street remake. They were in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake. They were in the Hitcher remake, even though the Hitcher's an underrated remake. And I don't know why people don't like that movie, because what's his fuck? We'll talk about that movie eventually. Anyway, but yeah, all these fucking remakes. Everything that any kind of studio in Hollywood puts their name on. We gotta get these polished, look like they, never had a carb in their life. Look like they go to Pilates every day at 7 a.m. That type shit. Pumpkin spice lattes at lunchtime, but nothing to eat. That type shit. Look like they wear Ugg boots in the off season. I'm tired of it. Yeah, sure, it's nice looking at hot women, but if I want to look at hot women, I'll fucking do that on the intranet. If I'm watching a movie, I can't suspend my disbelief long enough to believe some of the shit, That's why I like the original classics. They didn't fucking have to hire, magazine models and shit. But it's a weird thing to complain about, I guess. Because like in the opening scene, like I love the opening scene. The opening 20 minutes, I just wish this would have been the whole movie, honestly. Except, I mean, why do you have to get bitches with breast implants? Because that's another thing, and people are gonna think that's weird. It's like CGI. I don't fucking like CGI, and I don't like fucking breast implants. Okay, I don't care how little your titties are. Okay, leave them the fuck alone, unless they look like they're a fucking deflated balloon at the carnival that just got hit with a dart. Fucking leave them alone. Small titties are fun too, okay? But anyway, that's anyway. So we open and we got these people. They're looking for. Oh, hold on. No. All right, we're gonna go back to that fucking opening 30 seconds we get with Pamela Voorhees. This pisses me off, like I said, but the dialogue out of Pamela Voorhees' mouth for exposition is the corniest, most forced. Like, you couldn't have did this like 3 or 4 more times and got a better take where it didn't sound like the bitch was reading off a fucking cue card. Jason was my son. You fucking bitch. Like, all I would have had to do was at least, like, have it. I don't know. I one of these days I'll sit down and I'll just tell you my thoughts on how I think they should remake the Friday the 13th franchise. Because I think this was an okay effort. It was an okay effort. I think they rushed themselves, and I think they just got a little overzealous. They tried to add too much, because like it does have elements from the first 4 movies, especially the ending. I noticed this time when he's hanging, that's definitely an homage to Part 3. And I do love the sackhead Jason in the beginning. Once we open and we got these kids looking for the pot because they're gonna sell it. And they're camping, and then you got Whitney or whatever the hell her name is, and her boyfriend. They go off and they find Camp Crystal Lake, and then that's the thing I don't like. We'll talk about that real quick. Is the fact that instead of killing her, he kidnaps her. I get it; they needed it because they needed an homage to Part 2 with the. Oh look, I look like your mommy, but no. I don't know. And then the tunnel thing. It's like, did Jason dig those tunnels? Who's paying the fucking electric bill? And if Jason did those tunnels, who taught this retarded boy how to fucking run electricity? You see what I'm saying? And I wasn't sure, but I feel like that whoever directed this is also the same person that directed Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake, but I could be wrong. But if it is him, I think he put too much of his stamp from the Texas Chainsaw remake on this movie. There's just, even though this movie looks beautiful, I do love the cinematography and a lot of the shots. The directing's great, but there was just a little too much from the Texas like the way the grittiness of it all. But that's just a small nitpick. But it's just like, I don't know. I didn't want this to feel like the same kind of movie as the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. But anyway, oh well. Let's talk about that fucking marshmallow roasting. Or I'm sorry. What was it? It was a sleeping bag. They roasted the sleeping bag. That's pretty cool. I like it. Like I said, I love every single frame of this opening. Like, I love a lot of the frames of this movie, but here's where this movie dies down for me. And actually, the funny thing is, before I get started on how much I hate all of the characters in the second half to the end, Trent didn't bug me as much this time, but everybody else bugged me just a little bit more, especially the little Asian dude. I don't know what it is. He's fucking annoying. And he's just all around stupid, and I don't like him. And the black guy could have been cool. I mean, he didn't have to be that black guy. Like every time somebody says something about this, oh, why I gotta be black? I don't know, motherfucker. Why do you gotta be black? Okay, it ain't my fucking fault. Quit fucking announcing it to everybody every time. I don't know. He just bugs me. And then, yeah. While we're talking about that fucking jackass. Okay, so the chair gets broken, and Chewie goes out to the garage, And it's like, how long? You don't know how long he's going to be out there. You don't know how long Bree and Trent are going to be upstairs fooling around. You don't know where the fuck this other girl in fucking Padalecki is. Okay? So why are you going to pull out some tissues and a fucking Sears catalog and start beating your fucking meat right there in the living room? I mean, have you ever fucking heard of going to a fucking bathroom and doing this shit? Who masturbates out in the open when there's a bunch of fucking people around? Huh? That just bugs me. That's just one thing that bugs me. Just like the beer shoe thing. It's like, that's fucking stupid. Just like that fucking hillbilly in the barn. That's fucking stupid. He was also in the fucking Hitcher remake as a fucking backwood fucking podunk motherfucking gas station attendant. I don't know why Platinum Dooms loves putting this guy in their movies. He's not funny. He's basically like, what's his name? Hold on. He's like if T.J. Miller were retarded. I gotta stop saying retarded. That offends even myself. Anyway, so yeah, I actually enjoyed this movie this time, except for like all the fucking dumb shit that pisses me off. But like I said, Trent didn't bother me as much this time because I actually, aside from every single scene and interaction he has with Clay, because I don't like Clay either. I don't like I said, I don't like Jared Padalecki. But him and Clay, every one of their back and forth just make me want to fucking stop. I hate it. It's like, no, why do you have to make these characters act this way towards one another? They're fucking both hypocrites and they're both douchebags. Okay, but you know, let's move on to all the. I don't know whose fucking friends are these. Who is the fucking black guy and Chewie hanging out with? Because they're not. Whose friends are these? Because I wouldn't see these people hanging out at all ever in my life. I could see Bree and that other girl being friends with what's her name, and then fucking discount Dax Shepard being friends with fucking dickhead, but Blackie and Asiany, I don't see it. Not to sound racist. I mean, I guess Blackie and Asiany, that's awfully racist, but whatever. Who cares? But yeah, the kills in this movie are fucking amazing, especially in the beginning, the machete to the face, and then he just kicks his face to get his machete out of his face. That's great. I love it. The sleeping bag kill. I mean, you don't see what happens to the one dude, but he gets his ear ripped off. And then I love the arrow to the head when the dude's riding the boat or driving the boat. Yeah, I love that. And the dock scene. That was fucking genius. You know, just giving us some titties, some more titties, because this movie does have some nice titties. And aside from those fake, even though the fake ones weren't that bad, but it was too big of a. I don't know. Fake boobs look weird to me. Okay, so I don't like them. I don't fucking like them. But Bree, you know, she did have some stupendous. And I never realized how amazing. And maybe it's because it's the killer cut. But I never realized how amazing the sex scene was. I kind of got excited there for a little bit. I almost had to pull out the tissues. But luckily, Sarah's at the haunted house practicing makeup. So, whatever. Anyway, what else is there to talk about? The end? The end of the movie? We want to talk about the end of the movie? Oh yeah, I forgot. Trent's death's really fucking cool. But, like I said, for some reason, I could kind of see why he was being such a dickhead and an asshole this entire time. Because first of all, I guess the whole car ride, these people must have been driving him fucking nuts, getting on his nerves. So then when fucking Clay is sitting there holding up the goddamn line, talking about, well, can I do? It's like, you see there's customers behind you, right? Why don't you just be like, let me let you take care of these customers, and then we'll discuss this further after you're done taking care of the customers. If that would have happened, maybe this movie wouldn't bug me so much. But no, they gotta fucking be dicks to each other. Because I would have just been like, hey man, do you mind if I pay for this real quick? Instead of, you're over here yapping. Jesus Christ. Small little details could have changed, I could have went from, actually enjoying this to really, really loving this movie because I love the way Jason looks. I love the cinematography. I don't really like the whole tunnel thing. I think that's stupid. I think the kidnapping thing is stupid. Even though, oh, she's supposed to look like her mother. I don't give a fuck. It's stupid. But, yeah. The characters are what really dragged this movie down for, this is what dragged the movie down for me. Oh my God. I don't feel like editing none of this out either, so you're just going to have to deal with me stuttering and fucking up every 5 seconds. Okay? So what are we going to rate this? What are we going to rate it? We're going to give it a silver.5 gold star. Yeah. Don't fucking ask me. Just we'll see where it ranks on the what do you call that? A ranking video? Yeah. And I'm probably not gonna include Never Hike Alone in my ranking video. So don't fucking come at me with your fucking torches and your pitchforks in the comment section below if you're a big fan of Never Hike Alone. I swear to God, I'm gonna watch it. Maybe one of these days if I ever revisit the fucking franchise and re-rank it, maybe if it's so powerful and it blows me away, then maybe I'll throw it on there. But as for right now, I got Brad Thornton's fucking birthday coming up, goddammit. I gotta watch Nightbreed. Also, what else is coming up? Fucking Burt Reynolds passed away. So I feel like I should review at least the first Smokey and the Bandit movie. But then again, why not review my favorite Burt Reynolds movie that I talked about reviewing when I first started the channel, Cop and a Half? I don't know. But Brad, I'm gonna try to get to your video, and then Tiffany, there was something I was gonna do special for you because I love you so much, but I can't fucking remember. But anyway, be sure to like and subscribe. Yeah, should I do my impression of like somebody who's like professional at this, like they're trying to. And be sure to like and subscribe, and we'll be something about the next video. Fuck, never mind. Just making myself look like a jackass.